Hey, my name is Josue Flores, and this is my TripleTen story. Originally, I went to college for kinesiology, pre-med major, ended up switching to nursing, and then I switched back to kinesiology, but instead of pre-med, I did exercise science. So while I was in college, I was working at a fast food restaurant. I ended up moving all the way up to assistant general manager. I graduated still at the fast food chain, but I knew that I didn't want to do that forever because the work-life balance was just not good, working 50 plus hours a week. It just felt like it was taking everything from me for something that I didn't want. I ended up getting a job opportunity as a part of a creative team. I was a videographer, video editor. As that was happening, I had just gotten married, and so it was a big pay cut from my fast food assistant general manager job, and it was just getting kind of rough. We financially, we ended up having 2 kids. Now we have our second baby now, and so I really just started thinking of what can I do. Software engineering wasn't something that I originally thought that I could do. I never really thought about that as a career. It started with me just kind of being interested in doing it for fun as a hobby. And so I was trying to learn on my own. And then I ended up coming across a TripleTen ad that talked about software engineering. And that kind of intrigued me. So I looked into it more, and then I really felt like, okay, whoa, I could do this. And I decided that I was gonna move forward. And yeah, that's how I ended up joining the software engineering program. I've always been interested in tech. I took a coding class in high school. It was the first year that they offered it. That was my first exposure to coding and that kind of part of the tech world. Now, way later, I just wanting to do it for fun and learn for fun. And that's when the two kind of like the dots connected of like, oh, I can do something that I really enjoy and earn a much better living, have a much better work-life balance, and be here now with my growing family. I came across that TripleTen ad, and I think that was the first time that I had heard about boot camps. I thought, what is this? So I started reading through like all of the website, and I don't even think that I looked up any other boot camps. I think it was their guarantee to find a job, their money back guarantee, that I thought to myself, they're really confident in the skills that they're teaching. My time in TripleTen was really rewarding. It was extremely difficult, mainly because of just trying to balance everything that I had going on in the season that I was in. Having a 1-year-old, now she's 2, and a pregnant wife with like another rough pregnancy. So having to help with many different things in the house, and having to help with the 1-year-old a lot. And then trying to balance self-learning through TripleTen in the school and making sure that I'm putting the right amount of time to keep up with the program. And there was times when I would complete a project or solve a really difficult problem that I was having issues with that just felt amazing. That was like, I'm making progress. I'm doing things that I wasn't sure that I would be able to do, or I didn't know that I could do this. Scheduling, prioritizing, and getting into a routine is what really helped me to be able to balance everything that I had going on. And this is what my day looks like. I have my regular full-time job, and then come home, do all the things that I need to do, help with the kids. Okay, now it's time to sit down and do my schoolwork. I wasn't really much into that world of how do I create a great resume or how do I create a great cover letter. So getting into that in the career acceleration program really helped me to develop those skills to be able to write a proper resume depending on the job that I'm applying to, and to be able to tailor my cover letters to the position that I'm applying to. Another thing that really helped me out in was once I got into the career acceleration program after I finished TripleTen, was with my career coach in helping me to learn how to network. How do I market myself? How do I present myself in a way that shows them that, hey, I have these skills and I can do this job that you have on here. I probably would have never messaged if it weren't for the career acceleration program and my coach kind of telling me like, hey, you message these people, connect with these people, form connections. And that is what ended up helping me, because eventually the person reached back out to me. We had a conversation, and from that conversation it ended up advancing to eventually getting a job offer. I didn't get any like health benefits or really anything. We were relying more on my wife's job as a nurse. And so now I get my insurance fully paid for, health benefits, work from home, unlimited PTO, and the company is still kind of fairly new and growing, and so they know they're going to offer a lot more benefits as it continues to grow, but also the pay is way better than what I was making before, which is really awesome. I would tell my wife this, man, this is the hardest thing I've ever done. Whenever I would encounter a certain problem or something like that, I would say, man, this is the hardest thing I've ever done, but it never feels unreachable. It never feels like I can't do this, I should just give up. It only ever felt like, ooh, it's just a matter of time until I figure this out. So I just dove into the program. I finished it. I ended up learning a lot of skills that I kind of wanted to learn anyway, and just, going through that, and then ended up finding a job and getting into it and getting into the career now.